Assalamu alaikum, good morning and adab. Welcome to another edition of Markets and More with me, your host, Madhur Tipnis. I hope everyone's had a fantastic weekend. I'm hoping that most of you have had the opportunity to visit the Dubai Expo site. If not, please go. Inshallah, I will go this weekend. In other news, the cyclone Shaheen has left some damage and casualty in parts of Oman last week, and we hope that none of you watching today were affected in any way. On the IPL front, with Mumbai out, I wonder if RCB will finally take their campaign to a fruitful end. All the best to all the teams still playing and to their supporters in Dubai. As usual, I will Google the results the following day. Let's jump into the currency with that, yeah? So the Euro AED pair has traded at 4.234 to 4.257 levels within the market, being in risk-on mode shown by the rising European stocks. So the euro has traded in the range of 4.2349 and 4.2608, which also is a typical outlook for the coming week. You can see the rates uplift. The British pound and AED pair has remained fairly flat as traders wait for more clarity on the state of the UK recovering before fresh positions were taken. The pair traded between 4.976 and 5.017 during this week. The Indian rupee seems to be cascading downwards. Actually, the Indian rupee has fallen to its lowest in the nearly 6 months against the dollar, and has slid past 20.45 range versus the Emirati dirham. Rupee is under some pressure, despite domestic equity markets surging close to a record high. But if you're planning on sending money home to India, I think now's a good time as any. So yeah, we'll look forward to those crowds at the branches. Pakistan. The Pakistani rupee has remained intact with very limited volatility over the last week. Its pair is traded between 46.30 and 46.55 range in terms of the dirham, and we expect the pair to trade in the same range by the next week as well. Limited volatility. Philippines has been hovering around 13.70 levels for the last week. Also going to continue to remain very limited in terms of volatility. I'd like to remind our Filipino customers one more time, they can now visit any of the Sharaf exchange branches and avail the services to be able to pay forward towards SSS, Pagibig and Affiliate Health Systems payments. With that, we will move to Sri Lankan rupee has further depreciated, and a dirham today is fetching about 55.10 Sri Lankan rupees. The country is indeed going through certain challenging times, and we expect the pair to bounce back if the country receives financial support from IMF. Moving to Nepal, much like always, the Nepali rupee will continue to show its trend in line with the Indian rupee. Therefore, it has depreciated whilst we're tracking Indian rupee, and which fetching about 32.6 Nepali rupees per dirham at the moment. Moving on to other news. So the RBI monetary policy meeting was held on Friday. The RBI kept its monetary stance accommodative, keeping rates unchanged. The growth projections for FY 2022 were left unchanged at 9.5%, with upgrade to the growth forecast of Q2 for FY 22 and Q3 of FY 2022. The growth in Q1 in 2023 maintained at 17.2%. Essentially, a good outlook for the economic growth in India. Of course, we'll continue to monitor this in context of how COVID continues to, drive the world. Tata Sons is buying Air India. I believe a lot of crowd from India has already heard and rejoiced with this piece of information. I'm personally very excited. It's been a $2.4 billion worth of sale to the Tata Group. About time that privatization happened in the airline industry for India. Great news for the founders. It's ending a decade-long struggle by the government to sort of unload this money-losing venture. If you're Indian, I am sure that you would understand that this is exciting. Hopefully, Air India will be able to rebuild its reputation and become a traveling partner of choice for scores of Indians across the globe. Given the Tata Group's reputation to deliver premier levels of products and services across the wide range of network businesses, I wouldn't be surprised if Air India comes out on top one more time. It'll take time, but we'll play it close to the chest. In closing, remember that Sharaf Exchange, we put you first. We are committed to delivering the best products and services to you. Please continue to engage with us on our social media handles. If you aren't already, then definitely go ahead and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You'll get your timely updates on currency rates and also ongoing promotions, and we have a lot of customer engagement activities happening as well. On that note, as usual, keep the masks on, get your arms jabbed, keep those chins up, more importantly. And until next time, Assalama and goodbye. Take care.